And here we are, as promised last week, with the workshop showcase. And the first thing I want to present you is the Circuit Chaser from Cosandari. It's a very interesting car in my opinion, because it's something that I wouldn't normally not care about, but which I would maybe dismiss a little bit easier, because as I said a lot of times, I'm not that much interested in the arcade style driving that Turbosliders Unlimited offers honestly very well, because it's just not my style. I don't like the standard cars, I don't like the speedy as much, and I really don't like driving these. That's why I barely ever drive Sunday sessions. I rather watch it unfold, the chaos there. And yeah, so Circuit Chaser, although I like the car body very much, Toyota AE86, it's just an iconic car. I gave this a try because Cosandari sent it to me and asked if I could present it. So here we are. It's a very arcadey car, maybe between the speedy and the drifty, but overall much more not easy to drive, but much more controllable. I think the drifty especially is very erratic. The sporty is much more controllable in my opinion. As you can see here from me driving, this is a lot of great fun. This is very easy to control for me. Again, I am right now very much only focused on V8 supercars, so I am that barrier again, I always hit it. I'm very much focused on V8 supercars training right now, so I'm used to the handling of these cars, and this is something completely different for me. But still, I find it very easy, very fast to adapt, and it is a lot of fun. Maybe I would compare it a lot to, like, for example, for example, like early drifting races in Need for Speed Underground maybe felt like, although initiating a drift there was a lot harder. But yeah, this is a great car for these small RC tracks. What I am driving right here, RC track by, sorry for the camera change, by Rastafari. Very well done. I think this is called Full Speed or something like this. I'll link it as well in the video description if you haven't downloaded it yet. Oh, another barrier hit. But yeah, it's a very interesting car. Also very good for multiplayer sessions. Cosandari was so nice and sent me some replays, so I'll probably edit in some footage here. Yeah, go ahead, try it out yourself. It's a very cool car. I think also for like more casual competition stuff, or an arcade racing stuff. Maybe also like for top down cup stuff, like McVison does it. It's a very nice car. I like it very much, although I wouldn't normally tend to these cars. And yeah, it's great fun for me. And I think you should try it out too. Alright, the next workshop showcase I have is the Tribulations of Neo beginning campaign. This is a custom campaign, as you can see here in my campaign menu by Neo Felis. He sent it to me, said I should try it out. And you can see here the definition of tribulation first: grievous trouble, severe trial or suffering. Synonyms: adversity, distress, hardship, affliction, an instance of this, an affliction, trouble, etc. That just sounds like very enjoyable content. These campaigns are not meant for the weak of heart or people with anger issues. That would be me. Please consult a doctor if you enjoy playing them. Okay, we will see if I enjoy playing them, because as you can see, my progress is 0%. I have only downloaded it, and I want to give you a little bit of an of a flavor of maybe the first 3, if I even can finish them. I haven't done them. I thought it would be funny to just do this blind. To discover it with you, at least the first couple of levels, then I'll send you download it, a link in the description. Okay, first jump, not too bad. I expected myself doing worse. I hate this. I hate this already. Yeah, I accidentally made a screenshot. Sorry. I already on the, oh, that wasn't, come on, 2 stars. That's more than I can expect. As I said in the last part here, the workshop showcase with the Circuit Chaser, I don't really enjoy these arcadey stuff. I wrecked infinite respawns of it. Oh, okay, so don't drive on the red stuff. Maybe I should have figured that out myself. Yeah, no. Again, screenshot. I'm sorry. Don't drive on the red. How am I supposed to do this jump? Maybe a little bit speed here and more here. Ah, come on. Nah, no screenshot this time. At least we are learning. Ah. Yeah, okay. So it's a trial campaign. People that used to play Trackmania will enjoy this a lot. I also like the grind, honestly. It's cool to figure things out, but I am not so much willing to learn all the secret tricks here. But I like the effort, and I really appreciate that we have something like this in the game, because it's just very interesting. 115, 188, yeah, abysmal. But let's do one more, just for the sake of seeing me suffer. But yeah, it's cool. I like that we have trial maps, although as you can see, I'm not that good at it. Also, like on my first time driving Mumi Laxo, which, come on, which isn't a trial map in itself. It's more like a fun, not scenery track. I mean, it's hard, and like especially the last stage with the waterfall. You need to be patient here. I'm very bad at being patient. It's really not. Okay, let's maximize speed here. That was a mistake. Fuck. Okay. I find these trials extremely interesting, because once more I really enjoy TSU for the serious racing stuff. Hey, 2 stars. Okay, now I'll leave you to it. Go play the campaign for yourself. It's very interesting. I mean, honestly, there are still a lot more levels here. Oh, sorry. I accidentally clicked. A lot more levels here to discover. But I leave you to it. Neophilis did a great job here. Show him appreciation, download it, and maybe leave him a nice comment on Discord that he did a great job, because I think he did. It's very cool, very interesting to drive, and go play it yourself. And now, from the arcade stuff of the Circuit Chaser and Neophilis Tribulations campaign, we come to a very serious racing topic. So maybe a little bit more my style of racing, because Tranin did a great job in reworking his old Lime Rock Park track. I have the old version saved here, and as you can see, the track doesn't look like a lot, but the track in itself is very interesting, because it's a rather short track. It's like 2.46 kilometers, which is very, very short. The real life GT3 track record is about like 51 seconds. So it's really a short track, but Lime Rock Park itself is a very is very much a staple of American motorsport culture. IMSA still races there. The NASCAR Truck Series still races there. And I think sometimes I'm not quite sure about IndyCar right now, but that's neither here nor there. Lime Rock Park is really a very interesting track, and I think it's very good that we got a great model. And together with this great model of a track, we got a great model of the car, because not model of a car, we got a great car because Tranin did a really outstanding job with his new Porsche 911 GT3 Cup V1 car, which is similar to, I would say, like the 911 GT2 RG from Whiplash, but I would go as far and say the 911 Cup car from Tranin drives a little bit better. And to demonstrate that, I'll load up Lime Rock Park so that you can see that, and I'll load up really quick my keyboard. So is this the correct one? Yes, it is indeed. Wow, I am prepared today, and I'll show it to you, of course. There it is. You can see the keyboard now. So the 911 Cup car, very hard or very realistic, or realistic-ish to drive. Of course, I never drove a 911 Cup car, but it drives like it has a lot of weight. It pulls you a little bit to the left in left corners, pulls you a little bit to the right. So the weight transfer is really interesting. The sound is great, and you really need to use the brake on this one, and you need to be careful around this corners, because either you get a tire slide like I just did, or you get into the grass and there's no recovery from the grass. And yeah, it's a great car. I could see this as a very interesting combination for like a very serious endurance league race. Oh, that was the wrong track layout. I want to explain the track layouts in a bit. I finished when I flipped the car. Okay, let's respawn. So yeah, I could see this totally as a race car for competitions. It's very nice to drive. It's hard to control, as you saw me doing the flip. But it is like the Porsche Cup race that we did on Oschersleben a lot of a while back, which Waffle and I also commentated. That was great fun back then. And I think this car is a good step forward. It is very realistic, so don't expect something like a Circuit Chaser or a Speedy. It is harder to control, in my opinion, than, for example, the V8 Supercars that Tranin did also a great job with, because this car is even more lazy on the corners. But this is nothing bad. It really feels like it has the weight of a race car, and it feels like when you're going at speed that you're really risking something. I think sometimes the old GTE cars, especially the no weight transfer ones, fall short of giving you really that feeling. But they also, since they are a lot easier to drive than this, and you see me struggling here, it is just really awesome to drive with the GTE cars. But this also has a very great place for in our community. And I would go as far and say, if somebody agrees with me, I would like to organize an event with this. Maybe even here on Lime Rock Park, because you see, the track is not that hard of a layout. It's a lot of wide corners, so not a lot of classic overtaking opportunities. And I would go as far as say, hey, let's do a like 2-hour endurance race here, something really hardcore, with damage, with tires, with fuel, just to do this, to give something to this car and to Tranin. that really deserves it, because it is such a great car mod. I really like it. And now to the circuit. As you can see, we have a lot of elevation change. That's why that is because Lime Rock Park is situated in the North Appalachian Mountains, in the north of Connecticut, in the, to be exact, in the northwest of Connecticut, more like the northwestern corner. Connecticut nearly is like a square. It's an American state, so yeah, no wonder. And yeah, this is built on a slightly hilly terrain. Big hill to our right, uphill part coming up here. There are 2 layouts available. I'm driving the just Lime Rock Park layout, as Stranen called it. So the track here is called simply Lime Rock Park, and then there's a GP version, and the difference between is that the GP version uses the chicanes and the normal version doesn't. Now let me just drive quickly on the chicane so that you get a feel for it, at least what this is. Of course, the chicanes, that's why it's the GP version, they slow you down a bit. And they, I mean, I'm slow enough without the chicanes already, struggling a bit here on this lap. But they also create like hard braking zones, especially through this chicane here, double chicane, and then you get fed back up the hill here, and then you have another hard braking zone for this corner, and come to the track a little bit choppy here. So that would be the GP layout. It seems like the checkpoints are set very wide. I mean, you lose a lot of time if you do the GP layout on the normal track, obviously. As you can see, like I'm 10 seconds behind now. But yeah, both are great tracks. I wanted to demonstrate the car here on this one because it's a little bit easier. I am not quite decided yet which layout I like more. For hot lapping only, I prefer maybe the more easier layout that I've been driving for the good bit of this park. But for racing, I could see myself favoring more the layout with chicanes, simply because it creates a little bit more opportunity for overtaking. Because right here, following other cars is a very hard task, using then the slipstream, and into the first corner you don't brake a lot, you only lift, and everybody has to lift roughly on the same time. So it is not that easy here to go for an overtake. I mean, unless your enemy does something like me and goes very wide out of the exit. But yeah, I would love to do an event here if I get enough positive feedback. Of course, try the car for yourself at first. I have this special kind of autism where I like such stuff. If you don't, that's also okay. Then we don't have to do an event if not a lot of people are interested. But it's great stuff, really. And I'm talking far too long about this, so this might get cut a lot. Just warning you beforehand. Yeah. Okay. That's it with Workshop Showcase. Please download the mods. I tried to link them all in the description. Have fun with them, try them out for yourself, and see you on the next one. Bye! Alright, the next Workshop... Nochmal? Na, komm, wir lassen laufen.